Hello, everybody. Hi. Trying. I think my cat might knock this over. I'll always blame the cat. Hi, everybody. Let's see who all is here. Hi, Hodophile. Hi, Maurice. Hi, Angelica. Hey, Robin. How you doing, girl? Um, yes, I am taking donations tonight, Maurice. What's going on here? Sorry, let me read what you're saying. I mentioned that I passed a test last year at my job for a promotion. I failed the interview and was told at the time I could only interview one time. Well, today my manager told the whole office that they're recruiting for these promotional jobs. Do the cards see me getting picked for the promotion? Oh, when you said that, oh, okay. So they're not recruiting outside of the job, they're recruiting um, your, within the office. Yeah, let's see. Let's ask the cards. And thank you very much. Thank you, Maurice, for your donation, love. I really appreciate that. I appreciate the tip as well. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Um, oops, let me. Sorry, one sec. Maurice. Okay. So it's within the company. Okay. Okay, that sounds promising. Because at first I read that as that they were. I was like, oh hell no, they're recruiting outside of the workplace. But no, they're recruiting within your. Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay, so let's see. You want to know if you will get picked for the promotion. Let's check. Let me take a sip of water. It was more than a sip. I was like a big glug, but that's okay because your girl is thirsty. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for the promotion at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional job positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Will Maurice be picked for one of the promotional positions at his job? Okay, I just realized I left some frozen foods upstairs. I just went grocery shopping. I am so sorry, Maurice. I need to go throw them in the freezer so they don't freeze before we get into your reading, because I feel like this is going to be a pretty thorough reading here. One moment, I'll be right back. So sorry about that, and we are back. We are back. All right, let's see. Maurice and Christy is here. Welcome, Christy. And yes, I saw that you made a donation earlier, Christy, and you would like yours via DM on Instagram? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that after this live stream. No problem, Christy. Hi, plucky little poppet. Hello. Hello, hello. Just peeping in to say hello and hit the thumbs, which it like some sort of weird millennial dance. All right, let's get right on into it. I feel like it's a little darker today. Oh, that's because the ceiling light isn't on. Oh, I'm sorry, kitty. I did not mean to. There's kitty there. Oh, you're such a good boy. Yeah. Oh, I wish you guys could hear him purr. He's so cute. You got it, Christy. You got it, Christy. I hope you're doing well, love. King of Wands reversed. Three of Wands reversed. The Devil reversed. Seven of Swords. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. The High Priestess reversed. Three of Pentacles. Ten of Swords reversed. Death. The Emperor reversed. Ten of Wands. The Magician. Nine of Wands. And Six of Wands. As it stands right now, Maurice, it's not looking good. I hate to say it. Of course I hate to say it. I want the very best for you. I want you to succeed. And especially, you know, you work so hard at your job and you have been there and have been working there for so long. I feel like you deserve to see, it's like the sun came out. Yeah, you deserve to see success and after everything that you've put in here. But I am seeing I'm seeing some good energy. I'm seeing that it's unclear this time. You said that would this require an additional interview? Did you say, and you said that you interviewed for this position last year, but that you failed the interview? You passed the test, but you failed the interview. Is that correct? So I'm assuming you'd have to do another interview. Did they tell you why you didn't pass the interview? Did they give you any tips or pointers as to how to change, how to be able to, you know, improve and succeed next time? Yeah, I would assume, I'm going to assume that they're going to make you interview again. But did they tell you why you didn't pass? Or did you ask them? Because that interview is, I feel, here's what I'm sensing here. I do think that they're going to give you a chance for an interview, but you've really got to shake things up and change things up when it comes to how you interview this time. It's all, as it stands right now, I did get some ideas why I didn't pass. Okay. Is there any way you can ask them for like a really thorough, or is it too late? Like a more thorough rundown as to how you can improve and what kind of candidate they're looking for exactly? Is there any way you could like really get specific with them and ask? Because that's what I feel needs to be done here. I feel like it's on the fence. I feel like it's largely not in your hands, in the sense that they're going to make their decision. They're just going to make their decision. But on the other hand, I feel like they are going to give you a shot here, another shot, and they are going to choose you for an interview. But the message I'm getting is things need to be shaken up. You need to do things very differently. Because if you were to say interview tomorrow, the message I'm getting is that you wouldn't pass with this King of Wands reversed, Ace of Wands reversed, and the Emperor reversed. There's something about not being ready, not being entirely ready. And if you could get as many pointers as you could, I talk about my job history too much and experience. They weren't looking for that. They train anyone who gets the job. Gotcha. So you really have got to hone in on why they want you, not the reasons why they should want you, but specifically why you're the candidate for the job, for the position. You're the ideal candidate. You've got to make that. Part of that, I think, is really believing that. Letting go of some feelings of possible insecurities from the past experiences. I need to just focus on the questions and nothing else. Yeah. And really build up your confidence levels here and know that you are 100% able and capable and are ideal for the job with the High Priestess reversed. And also know that there's very little time to waste with this Three of Wands reversed. I would get to practice interviewing like nightly. Like pretend you're doing it, like craft your interview, craft how you would answer the questions. Pretend you're doing an interview each night and really figure out what you want to convey to them about why they should hire you. I feel like this is going to really be a be all or end all. I don't know. I mean, I feel like you will stay there if you don't get picked for the promotion with the Devil reverse, but I feel like it would really make you disengaged from your job if they didn't pick you and if you didn't pass the interview with the Devil reverse. I don't blame you. I really don't. Sorry, one second. Just notice it's crooked. Or maybe this. What's crooked? I made the mistake of talking too much. I have an idea of what they may ask. They normally ask the same questions. I was going to say, if they probably are going to ask relatively the same questions as last time. So if you can remember what they asked last time, you could really prepare yourself here. Oh my goodness, and I'm so sorry. I just realized that Robin made a donation a while ago, actually. Let me go ahead and add her really quickly to the list. Oops. Yeah, I do see you. You know, you're an integral and fundamental part of your workplace with this Three of Pentacles right in the center, and that's something that you shouldn't forget ever. That you are needed, and that you have the skills for this promotion with the Magician right here. It's definitely within you. Trying to figure out what this Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords reversed, and Nine of Wands is all about here. One sec. Yeah, that's what I thought this Seven of Swords was all about. So the Seven of Swords, as you may know, I often see the Seven of Swords and recoil out of fear because its main definitions are lies, theft, betrayal, deceit, manipulation, cheating, stuff like that. But I just pulled out my handy dandy book, which has a lot of finance and career definitions. And this was more, and this was a friend and I, who's a fellow tarot reader, we were talking about this card and the definition of this card, how it's not always theft, betrayal, deceit. It's also being very scrappy, for lack of a better word, but doing whatever it takes to being very strategic, being extremely strategic. I did get an astrology portrait in 1992 predicted that I would excel in advanced electronics. I never thought that was possible, but now I have a chance to do just that. Oh, that would be fantastic. So that's what this is about. It's in advanced electronics. This is all about being very strategic, Maurice, and planning really wisely for this interview. Yeah, this card also symbolizes the need for smart and strategic thinking in the face of a current challenge. You have the foresight, resourcefulness, and skills needed to overcome any obstacle. And that's really how I'm seeing this card. I'm seeing an end to old, like shedding one's skin with the Ten of Swords reversed. And it's not going to be easy. I think you're really going to have to, like I said, gear yourself up, be very strategic in your thinking, and be really on your very, especially, you know, as you know, on your very best behavior right now. And I know that you already are on your best behavior as a worker. I feel that you're really, you don't mess around at all. You're, you know, you're always on time. You don't call out. You're super responsible. You're extremely responsible. If you could even put in some extra time in any place that you could, now would be the time to be of any, like, I hate to say it, but I guess ass kissing is not necessary, but could be helpful. We then have this Five of Pentacles with the Death card and Six of Wands, and this was where I was seeing how you need to really switch things up entirely. Death and Five of Pentacles, whatever transpired last time with your interview, none of that can repeat itself. None of the things you said or anything, even of the, like you really got to switch it up entirely, because I do see a victory ahead with the Six of Wands. I do see you having the skills to be able to get past these obstacles, to revamp and do it, you know, reiterate this this interview, do something, you know, really demonstrate to them that you are who they want for this position, that and that you don't, you know, obviously don't repeat any of the things that you said in the past, and to even don't feel badly about specifically looking at your interview that you did last time and trying to remember the questions as best as you can, and remembering the answers as best as you can, and possibly, you know, typing them out or writing them down, and see how you would have answered it differently had you known what they had told you afterwards. Okay. And I think a lot of this has to do with, yeah, not talking about
Like, they know your track record. You've been working there. They don't need to hear that. They know it's all there. They work with you every day. What they want to know and see is that, like, do you have the skills to bring that are necessary for this position? And the answer is yes, Maurice, you do. The magician, you totally do. You absolutely have the skills to make this happen. Um, it's also about having the confidence as well, um, in conveying that to them during your interview. Okay. So yeah, that is what I see for you, Mr. Maurice Evans Jones. I think it looks good. I think this looks really good. Stay focused. Don't keep this out of shot of your dreams, or out of sight of, keep this in sight of your dreams. And don't be afraid to think about it all the time. And just prepare yourself in every single way. I think you really got this. You're very welcome, Maurice. Thank you. Thank you, love. I really appreciate you, and I wish you all the best. Do you have an idea of when you'll know when they're going to pick you? Or, if and when they do? Did they give you a time frame? It's exciting news, for sure. Robin! Robin, thank you so much for your donation, Robin. Please come to the chat. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I drank all my cocoa nut drink. I will be right back. I need to go to the kitchen. But while we are waiting, Robin, please come to the chat while I'm running to the kitchen. Thank you. And we are back, and there is Miss Robin. Hey girl, you would love an oracle reading. Okay. Well, I'm sure you can guess the first one I'm going to pick for you, my tiny dancer in the sky. Let's pick a couple cards from the beautiful Cosmic Dancer Oracle. I'm going to be honest, I have not bought any new Oracle cards recently. If anyone ever see the deck that they like and would be like, whoa, I would love to see Sophie have that on her channel, feel free. Or if anyone has any decks
that they don't use and would like to see me use them, feel free to donate to the channel. It's always deeply appreciated. I think for the second one, yes, you are my cosmic dancer girl. I think for the second one, we want angel answers or wisdom. Which one should I choose, Henri? Oh, I think they're all gone, baby. I just gave my cat some treats, and he just finished them all. He's looking for some extras. I'm looking for extras, baby. Oh no, these ones are kind of, yeah. This angel answers kind of lame. I think, no offense, angel answers. Angel answers is just not very succinct. How about we pick wisdom? I like this. Wisdom of the Oracle. We'll go with 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So we'll start with 2 of the Cosmic Dancer Oracle cards. How are you doing today, Robin? It has been not a very long day for me. I had a nice relaxing day. I slept in today because I had the day off from my day job, did some grocery shopping, and here we are. Here we are. I also did some other, I think, answered emails and admin, stuff like that. But yeah, low-key day. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages she needs to hear. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Yeah, sometimes I feel guilty sleeping in, but I have serious sleep deprivation lately. I've been sleeping super well every night, and I think I just needed to catch up. And then because today it was nice out today. Should have gone for a walk, but hey, coulda, woulda, shoulda. First card we have tap into your primal power. Second card we have is surrender and trust. Tap into primal power. It appears that your life, or some area of your life, has become stagnant, stuck, or overly predictable. To get things moving, you must let go of the need to control. Tap into your fiery passion and enjoy the liberation that comes from expressing your wild and untamed nature. In this way, you will reconnect with your primal power, which is a source of unlimited creativity and fulfillment. Whether you can feel it or not, there is a burning need within you to bring forth something specific. Perhaps it's a career, a business, a creative endeavor, a conscious upgrade in any life area, or another bold and positive new step. You will discover what this is or gain clarity on how to move forward when you reconnect with the raw force of your inner fire. It is no longer sustainable to tiptoe
play nice, or give away your power in any way. Own who you are, stop apologizing for what you want, and allow your words and deeds to flow from your deepest and most primal self, right this very minute. You are an earthly manifestation of Shakti, the alive and dynamic force of creation. Invoke this force now. Let it guide you in taking risks, blazing through boundaries, and transcending everything that formerly seemed to hold you back. You will further benefit from honoring the force of physical desire in your body and your heart. Desire is the holy and divine energy that creates worlds, magnetizes, and catalyzes relationships and allows you to birth beautiful new conditions into form. Release any shame and guilt around desire, and remember that physical pleasure is a sacred gift of the goddess to all her earthly children. Rekindle your untamed awareness of your physicality. Celebrate the pulse of nature as it courses through your veins. Feel Mother Earth's heartbeat as your own. Howl at the moon, dance naked in the wind, and move your body for the sake of how good it feels. Feel your unity with the rhythms and cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Stir the cauldron within you. Come into glorious communion with your instinctual self and rise into authentic action. Reunite with the primal power that is your birthright. Channel that power toward living the life you want, manifesting all the desires of your heart while enjoying complete freedom of personal and creative expression. Yes, me too. I claim that for you, and so I feel like there's a lot of Capricorn energy in that, in this card. Where it said, not giving away your power, this, that, and the other. I feel like a lot of Capricorns, you guys will give of your power and your energy because you're so kind and loving, and part of it comes with not wanting to rock the boat with people, non-confrontational, and you got to own it as your own and no one else's, and get in touch with yourself, get down with your bad self. I love that. I love that. All right, let's see. Surrender and trust. Hello, Linda McQuaid, and hello, Kristen Sykes. Welcome, ladies. If you would like a reading, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. Otherwise, we will be playing a game for the chance to win a free mini reading if you are interested in waiting for that. But we are currently on donations right now. Thank you. All right, surrender and trust. It is as if a strong current of rushing white water surrounds you, pushing you forward while you cling desperately to a jutting rock along the river's edge. And yet, if you were to trust the universe enough to let go, you would swirl and slide joyfully along your most ideal path. Even though you may not know precisely how this path will look, if you consult with your deepest inner knowing, you will realize this current cannot fail to propel you to where your heart wants to go, to the ocean, which is a metaphor for your alignment with your divine source. The planets, too, know this perfect dance of surrendered harmony. You are now being called to open your heart to the music of the heavenly realm, release resistance and tension, and let the divine be your dance partner and take the lead. Even though the unknown can be frightening and aspects of this situation may feel unsafe, know that you are being invited to embody your truest and highest potential. Indeed, this life experience is a wild mystery, but when we surrender to the mystery and trust in the divine unfolding of the spiral dance, it feels wonderful. Breathe into the sacred mystery now. The more you relax and allow, the more space you create in your energy field for infinite wisdom and guidance to come rushing in. It's much like shifting your focus from dancing impressively to fully appreciating and hearing the music. It is a shift from fighting the mystery to letting it seep into every pore and dancing along with it. Only then can you allow the rhythm of the cosmos into your body so that it can move and propel you toward a most enchanting dance. Breathe deeply, release all tension, and hand your worries about how, what, and when to your divine helpers. Let them provide the perfect answers and outcomes you seek. Remember, you are a divine child with friends in high places. Cast the burden of worry on the divine within and be free. Remember to let your dance practice be characterized by the feeling of surrender. Flow to the music with abandon and allow the divine to flow through everything you do. I think that's quite beautiful. And thank you so much. We just received a donation from Kristen Sykes. Thank you, Kristen. I will add you to the list right now. And you will be actually next. You will be right after Robin. Now we are going to, oh, sorry, one second. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, please provide Robin with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Flexible, orphans, and a change in the wind. Flexible, a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Okay. Orphaned. We were all meant to have connections with other people, within our families, society, and the larger culture. No man is an island, and it's important to recognize when being a part of, rather than separate from, is essential to your well-being. The issue at hand is the need to find where you fit. Be true to your core truths and values. Perhaps you no longer identify with a group or community the way you did before and need to find a new situation. You might be feeling a deep sense of loss or confusion. Address the need for belonging and know that you will find your place with others of like mind and spirit. It's okay to let go of pressure to fit in. Not everyone will understand you. It's time to move on. Of course, yeah, definitely. We have one more card left, love. So definitely come back and watch your reading. A change in the wind. It's human nature to yearn for certainty and resist change, to want the world to remain consistent like a zebra's stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transformation as outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as you wonder what is coming in on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. I think that's perfect. I claim that for you, girl, especially with spring just about springing upon us. Thank you so much, Robin. I appreciate you, love, and I wish you all the very best. Definitely come back and watch the rest of this reading. Hi, Laura Ramirez. Everything is changing around you. That's, I feel like that's, like I said, I feel like that's really common with the theme of just like now, spring. It's about to be spring on the 21st. That's tomorrow. Spring is, it's going to be spring tomorrow. Things are changing. Things are changing for a lot of people, I feel. Yeah. Kristen Sykes, thank you so much for your donation, Kristen. Did you want a 10-card reading, or did you have 2 questions? Hi, Manor. If you want to be added, Manor, welcome. If you want to be added, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. Oh, actually, it cannot. I have to do that. There you go. Now it's found at the top of the chat. I just pinned all my donation information. If you're looking for a free reading, we will be playing a game for the chance to win a free reading when we are through with donations. Thank you. Okay, since Robbie broke up with his wife and she found someone else, does he want to rekindle their marriage? Is Robbie telling me the truth that he really wants a future with me? I feel a soul connection. Okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle his marriage with his ex? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle his marriage with his ex? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle his marriage with his ex now that she's found someone else? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex now that she's found someone else? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex now that she's found somebody else? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex now that she's found somebody else? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex now that she's found somebody else? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex now that she's found somebody else? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie want to rekindle things with his ex now? King of Wands, 2 of Pentacles reversed. I kept seeing that when I was shuffling. Page of Cups, 7 of Pentacles reversed, and Strength. There is part of him that does want to get back with her. Yes, yes, Kristen. Is this the guy? He has a son with her, correct? Because I'm definitely getting father energy with the King of Wands and the Strength card. What is his sign also? And I am seeing there is still some emotional desire there with this Page of Cups. But there was a reason why he left her. Things were not all sunshine and rainbows. There were issues that are still very much there with the 7 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this 2 of Pentacles reversed is him not being able to decide on you or her. He's an Aquarius, okay. Him not being able, I think ideally wanting to, in an ideal world, being able to balance both of you, but knowing that that's not possible. I often see this 2 of Pentacles when people are like trying to choose between someone. And I kept on seeing that card when I was shuffling. But yeah, it does look like he wants to get back together or rekindle things with her. But I do think a lot of it is driven by the family dynamic. by his role as a father. It also doesn't negate any feelings or desire he has for you. I think that he has feelings for both of you guys. I think that's a big part of the issue here, is if he could have his cake and eat it too, he would. They're trying to work everything out financially to split everything. That could also be the Two of Pentacles reversed, actually. Splitting things two ways and having difficulty doing so. And that could be partly why he might just want to get back together with her, so he doesn't have to split everything and have to go through that financial havoc that it's going to wreak. Because divorce is expensive. Or at least splitting, even if it's not a divorce, splitting things is an expensive ordeal, you know? And then you wanted to know, he claims he's happy she found someone. Okay. I will say this, you could be happy for somebody's happiness because you care about them, and you just don't want them to be alone. I mean, are you saying that you think he might be lying? I think it's all a very confusing situation. I think that he's confused himself as to where he really stands. But what I'm seeing there with that question was definitely a yes. There's definitely some pull still there. The Strength card actually in the Hermetic deck is the Lust card, so that concerns me too. I don't know if it's all just about the kids. I think that I get a lot of Leo energy from him. I do very much get this energy of if the world was his way, he would have both of you guys. But things don't really work that way in our society. Yeah, he might have been happy in the sense that, like, you know, we don't want bad things to happen to those that we cared for or have been with, or, you know, spent time with, or shared a life with. But I don't think he's thrilled. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? And what's your sign again, love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Robbie truly want a future with Kristen? Excuse me. Here at Capricorn, okay. Five of Swords reversed. Again, with that Strength card. The Lovers. Two of Swords. And Six of Wands. Yes, he is being honest. He is being truthful when he says that he wants something with you. However, he wants both of you, hon. He looked me in the eyes and told me he wants a future with me and doesn't want to go back to his wife. I think that he genuinely does want something with you. With the Six of Wands, he wants a victory. He wants something successful to come of you and him. The Lovers is a love affair, though. It even says that here at the bottom. Love affairs, romance building. Oh God, romance building again within marriage. Relationship, relatives, loving relationship you could share with a friend. I feel like he really does want to be with you, but I feel like the defeat. How long has it been since he left his wife and kids? And he has just as much. I feel like he has just as much desire for you as he does her. I hate to tell you this, Kristen, but I'm seeing this in both readings. I'm feeling it in the energy. I'm seeing it in the cards. The cards that are coming out are the same, if not similar. I don't think he was lying to you, but the depth of the future he was describing could be called into question. It's only been a month. Oh, geez. Yeah, I don't think he's in his right mind, to be honest, Kristen. I think he's really. I think that not saying that he's not in his right mind, he doesn't genuinely have feelings and desire for you. He does. He does, but he's really, really torn, love. Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles reverse. He wants his cake and he wants to have his cake and to eat it too. He still has feelings for his wife. That is undeniable. He does. You're absolutely right, love. He does want her back. But he also has found someone that he loves very deeply, that he cares about very deeply. I don't know if I'm gonna use the L word yet, but he's definitely developed some very deep feelings for you that I'm not gonna deny. But it's really a case of if he could have the world his way, he'd have both of you. There's of course the child component with her. But he really feels like a failure with that, with the divorce. And so how long have you guys been dating?
We were friends for a year until a month ago.
Okay, so you guys only started dating a month ago, but you've known each other, been talking for a year. Gotcha. Yeah, it's complicated, Kristen. When I don't know if you've ever been married before, but divorces are really intense, as you and I'm sure you're aware of that. But they're even more complicated and intense when there's a child involved. And I'm not saying that he's using you as a coping mechanism, or a coping solution for the pain. Because I feel that he does genuinely have feelings for you. But I do feel like you relieve a lot of his pain. And I've seen this happen before in other situations where people have just freshly gotten out of a divorce. It's really not advised to jump right into another relationship after that, especially if one is not ready, which it doesn't sound like he is at all for another connection right now. I think that the Two of Swords is what I'm about to say is I don't think that even he knows exactly what he wants. I think he knows what he likes and what he desires and what he enjoys and who he desires, etc. But in terms of exactly what he wants, like the end game, the end result, I think he's in the dark. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the question that you're trying to just figure out more solidly is, does he still have feelings for her? Because I don't think you're questioning his feelings for you. maybe you are. Because you shouldn't. They're very real. If I felt that he didn't have real feelings for you, I'm very honest, girl. I would tell you. I think you may get back with her though. It's possible. It's possible. It's very possible, Kristen, because the desire's there. I don't know how deep this thing is with this new guy with her. This could be this new guy. I mean, it's only been a month and she's already found a new guy. That's not, like I was just saying about him, that it's not really that healthy. You've got to heal first, and that could just be, this could be for show. She could have just started dating this guy to make him feel jealous, to make Robbie feel jealous. Who knows what the extent of this relationship is, you know, um, between her and this new guy. Um, it's possible. It's very possible, especially if there's a kid involved. But I will say, there's obviously some reason why they split up. Obviously, something wasn't working, and I saw that with that Seven of Pentacles reverse. Like, there were very real issues between them that aren't just going to magically heal themselves overnight if they get back together. They're definitely missing one another right now because they do love each other. They've been married for, a number of years. So that's human nature. Um, and they may be mistaking this, they're missing one another because they're used to seeing each other every single day. That's a huge jump in one's life. That's a huge change and abruption in one's life. And will definitely bring feelings of, missing someone or idealizing something that shouldn't be idealized, perhaps. Or trying to fix something that shouldn't or can't be fixed, you know? Um, so I think he needs some time to heal right now. I'm not saying that you guys shouldn't be seeing each other. I think that you guys should do whatever you guys want. Um, but I do think that he needs some time to they both need some time to heal. And I think I think you're not expecting, like you said, you're not expecting a whole lot from him right now. It's been a short amount of time, but um the feelings are real. The timing is all weird and wonky. Because yeah, I am definitely getting the message that like there was a reason. Yeah, they were toxic, and they're still toxic for each other. They still probably should not be together. There's a reason why they that reason why they broke up is not is the message that I'm getting from my guides is it's irreparable. They can't fix this. This is probably something that they can't fix, and it's almost like they have a toxic, I don't want to say a narcissistic, but definitely a toxic connection to one another. Um, that perhaps they may recognize even. Um, I would not be surprised if she started dating this guy in retaliation, Kristen. I don't know her, but she gives me that energy of like, well, I'm gonna go date a guy just to make her jealous, just to make him jealous. Does she know about you? Especially if she knows about you, I could see her doing that. I could. She strikes me as the woman who would do that. They lived like roommates. How bizarre! Then why is the strength card coming up? That must have more to do with his fatherly position. If they weren't like physical together, and they weren't tender with one another, then I think that strength card and King of Wands card that we got with your first question speaks more to him, his father, him being a father, his fatherhood. Yeah, it's she does. Yeah, this all sounds really really toxic. Like caramba, yeah, it sounds like probably need to stay away. They weren't physical anymore. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That only lasts so long. Yeah, he's a really good dad. Yeah, I get that. I pulled that before, like it didn't even really show in the cards. I didn't even get any like I don't even think I pulled any fatherhood cards, but it came to my guides were telling me like there's a kid involved here. I definitely picked that up, but he's a good pops. He's a good popo. Um, I've been there. I've dated a freshly divorced dad who was a really good dad, and it was really tough. Um, he was all over the place, kind of emotionally, having to deal with his kids because this is affecting the kid. You know, we know that's not a question. We know this is affecting. It always affects kids. No kid is never affected by a divorce. So his kid's going through it right now, and he hates seeing that. Um, yeah, that was a big one about dating a recently divorced dad with kids. Was yeah, the kids were he had to be focused on. He had three or four of them. He had to be focused constantly on their emotions and making sure they were okay. So it's really complicated. I'm not saying that's the exact same situation for you. This could be a very young child who doesn't have that good of a grasp on things yet. This could be like a tiny baby we're talking about. I'm not sure how old the kid is. I'm so sorry, Kristen. I'm so sorry for your loss. And you have a teenager. How old is this kid? Yeah, I bet it's really hard for your child, your teenager. Oh, I'm so sorry for both of you. And you got to be there for each other, you know. As I'm sure you are. You're very welcome, Kristen. I hope I brought you some clarity this evening to a complicated situation. I understand. A situation that's hard to understand, but not. You know, it's yeah. Much love to you. Much love and light to you. Excuse me. Need some water. And I wish you all the very best. Whatever direction you decide to go here. Come here on me. Come here. I see you. Yeah. Oh, you're sleeping. Never mind. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just some allergies. Just the change in weather. I'm fine. I'm not sick. But thank you for your concern. And I think some cat hairs in my nose. Not helping. Not helping on read. I see you. I see you, little toe beans. Yeah. All right, so we are all caught up with donations. So I don't know how many people we have in the chat. But we can jump right on into a game for the chance to win a free mini reading. If anybody would like. What are you doing, boo boo? I see your toe beans and they're really cute. Just a little bit. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, cute. Plucky little Papa is back. You had a kooky situation with your kiddo changing the code on one of his math tests. How do you do that? Change the code.
What do you mean? Is it an online test? All the key things. He's the 10. Yeah, he does digital schooling online. Apparently, this math test was so difficult. So, did that give him the answers or something? Is it a mode of cheating that he had time to break into the code and alter it? Wouldn't that be more difficult than actually just? So clearly, this kiddo is just gonna. Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much because clearly he's gonna have a job in coding if he's 10 years old and doing that kind of able to do that. If that's easier for him to do than the math test itself, I wouldn't worry too much about. That's pretty cool actually. I mean, it's not. It's not. Oh, bless you on me. See, even my cat sneezes and everyone around here is feeling allergic. So we can jump into a game for the chance to win a free reading. If anybody is interested, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Free game time. Free game time. It is free game time. Who would be interested in playing? And if you're in here, please be a buddy and make sure to click that like button. It really helps me out. Helps me get into that groovy YouTube algorithm. Laura Ramirez is interested. All right, we got one person. Need at least two. Just do your test. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Hey, Jessica. Hey, girl. How you doing? Jessica's down to clown. All right. That's way funny, Plucky. He's just messing around. It's like, hey, yeah, you're gonna have to do your test anyway. I am doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. I slept for quite a while last night. Let's put it that way. I didn't have work earlier today tonight. Could have gone out and taken more advantage of my day, but I was so sleep deprived for the past couple of days that I had to take a day to just sleep. And Pluggy will play. All right. All games are fun games. That is true. All games are fun games. All right, I have picked my card. Please go ahead and make your guess in the chat. Laura, if you haven't played this game before, just guess any of the major arcana. I just picked a random major arcana card. If you don't know the major arcana, you can guess any number between 0 and 21. Jessica guesses the Empress, number 3. Laura Ramirez guesses the Hierophant, number 5. What do you guess, Plucky? And Plucky guesses death. Number 13. All right, we have a winner. Congrats to Plucky. I ended up pulling the Tower, which is number 16, and Death is number 13. That is closest to the Tower. Congrats to you, Plucky. Congrats to you. You're all good. You won. So the world is your oyster, man. Congrats to you. Lucky, please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Oh, you don't really have a question? Who has an urgent question? Is what Plucky is asking. Oh, thank you, Plucky. I felt drawn to giving you a general reading, Plucky. Plucky, what is your actual name, love? I always just call you Plucky, but I don't know if I've ever actually given you a reading. Oh. Maybe you need to close your window out and open up another browser. Okie dokie. What is your name so I can get your what's your name, Pluggy? Because then I can get the cards going. Marcy. Marcy, you're a lady, right? And what is your sign? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages they need to hear. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages they need to hear. I was never actually positive what your gender was. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages they need to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages that they need to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides. You try to be a lady. I'm a Libra rising too. Oh my gosh. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages that she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages that she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages that she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages that she needs to hear this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Marcy with any non-messages that she needs to hear this time. Two of Cups reversed. Nine of Pentacles. The High Priestess reversed. King of Swords reversed. And Six of Cups reversed. Yeah, I do sense the chaos here. We got Cups reversed. We got Swords reversed. Are you currently in a relationship right now, Marcy? I think there's something here. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. I am so sorry. I mean that doesn't even express. Wow. I am so sorry, Marcy. Yeah, it's coming through. This Two of Cups reversed, Six of Cups reversed. There's something like just completely unfair happened to you. Six of Swords reversed. Now you're left on your, I don't want to say you're left on your own. You're not on your own. You're never on your own. But my cat just meowed. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. And I wasn't even interested in your love life. That wasn't even where I wanted to go. Pluggy, I didn't want to go in that direction. That's so interesting. I didn't want to go in that direction for some reason. I didn't even assume that's where the chaos was, but it just showed up. I mean, with the first card, Two of Cups reversed, this Nine of Pentacles. You still have you and your boy. You still have a lot, but wow. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Marcy. Wow. Life is so fragile. Well, I know he's okay too. I sense that he's okay. And if you ever want to do a mediumship, if you're ever ready for that, or if you're ever interested in that, I do offer that service. I do have the ability to communicate with those who have passed on. Might be I'm sure he's still in that in between zone right now. I'm so sorry, Marcy. Yeah, I see that. It's all wham bam, very, very clear. You've just been through a major abruption. But you are handling it extremely gracefully. with this Nine of Pentacles. Um, you're British, aren't you? Are you English? Alexandra, is the free list open? We might be playing another game for the chance to win another free reading between now and the next half hour. Thank you. So this is definitely a time of healing for you, but doing so very gracefully. Really handling this with a lot of grace. He was from formerly British province. Why did I think you were English? I don't know why I thought you were. You're Merkin. I say it like that too. That's so funny. Merkin. Yeah, but he was from a formerly British province. Formerly British province. How interesting. Yeah, I always thought that you were British. My mistake. Um, Maybe. And as I'm sure you're aware, like your son is definitely helping you get through this. I was gonna ask, but I was like, she'll tell me if she feels like Trinidad and Tobago was his home country. Okay, very cool. Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago. I was like, I could guess till the cows come home, but England has had a lot of provinces. Um, yeah. Well, I wish I wasn't at such a loss for words here. Um, that's a really shocking thing to show on the reader's page about my work. We do similar work, Ken and my kids have the genetics as well. Oh, really? Oh, well, that's so cool. Is there any place I could check you out, or do you not want me to check you out? Because I would love to check you out. I love. I'm always trying to find other readers who I feel I can trust. You know what I mean? You probably do. You probably do. I've been burned by a couple other readers, and now I've got my guard up. But I've always trusted you. Always really liked you, Lucky. So you do okay. You do similar work. That makes sense with your name, Lucky Little Poppet. Um, and your kids, they've got the gift as well. That's really cool. Pensions are both in situations where you get paid all day. News is hopefully to speak to others, and it's spirit from us. You mean like it's difficult, like because we as readers or as workers, as light workers, we kind of have to take on other people's uh sorrows or issues. Is that what you're talking about? And then it's really nice to be on the other side of that. I feel like it's really nice to have someone else to go to, another reader to go to. I have one main tarot reader that I go to. They're not online even. They're like in person. And they've been practicing for years. And yeah, it's important to have that. I feel doing what we do. Um, Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, kitty cat, aren't you cute? Look at you sitting there like a little boot. Hi. Oh yeah, it's huge. Oh yeah, grief is an enormous block. Yeah, and this reading our own scenarios is more complex as well as usually an enormous lesson relative to our work. So it gets all tangly. Agreed. Totally agreed, Marcy. Totally agreed. Yeah. I I can't imagine. To be honest, I can't imagine doing what I'm doing right now if I had just lost a partner. Um, I'm sure I would have to because it's my calling. It's my work. It's my life's work. I've got to still get up and do it. But yeah, it's got to be a huge blocker. Totally. Any even just sorrow, but grief is taking it to another level. Yeah. You're very strong, Marcy. You've got a huge amount of strength. I was hoping it would jump past that into work or something, but I knew the likelihood was small. You look beautifully, and I appreciate it tremendously. You're very welcome, love. Yeah, there's a lot of new energy that comes on board, but also like direct arguments with guides and angels. I literally just said angles, guides and angels. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of new energy comes on board. I'm gonna be honest, the last time I experienced grief, I was not in touch with my spiritual self. And so I wouldn't be able to tell you from a first person perspective. Um, so this is helping me understand. Um, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of new energy that comes on board. Yeah. Oh, and then yeah, then when I've had the guides and angels argue with each other before, definitely. One side thinks they're right, and another side thinks they're right. I don't know how because that's definitely happened to me when I'm not grieving. I think that just happens sometimes. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's very interesting when that happens. Like, come on, you guys, can we all just get along? Wow, you're a warrior. You really are, Marcy, and you've done a fair amount. They've given me practice in the forms of folks slightly less close, so they were technically prepping me, but it's harder than most losses. Oh, I understand. It's happened with folks that were, yeah, not as close to you on that level. Yeah, but still a loss. Yeah, they were prepping you. Yeah, I think our guides do that in a lot of ways. I really think that our guides do that. Um, and I'm sure this one is harder than most. I can only imagine. So sorry again. That doesn't and that doesn't even scratch the surface of how deeply I feel for what you're going through. I'm trying to remember what I even did that day. I know what I did that day. I went to work, went to work in the morning, and then I came, I think I went online. I think I came on here that night. So, so I don't know exactly what kind of spiritual work you do, but my roommate, just went on a road trip, and I don't know where you're at in America, where you're living, in the country. Well, in my case, I'm glad we've been able to chat about some of this. I've always been interested in conversing with you on some of these topics whenever I want to talk about work in another's chat. Oh, girl, go for it. I like to talk about I mean, I think that if it's okay with whoever the person's chat it is, then it's fine. And I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it's healthy for us to talk about this. And But let me tell you this, girl. So I don't know where you are in America, and I don't know how much you charge for your services or what services you render. But my roommate just went on a road. I live just outside, just like 20 minutes drive south of San Francisco Bay Area, of San Francisco in the Bay Area on the coast. And my roommate just went on a road trip to all throughout the Southwest, spending a fair amount of time in Sedona, Arizona. And I was thinking about this. I even had a dream about Sedona last night. And then I woke up and he sent me some photos of all of these tarot reading places, chakra balancing places and stuff. And they charged a fortune, like $55 for a 10-card tarot reading. I'm like, what am I doing here? Like, I could be living the dream. I could be really providing for myself in a big way and investing and, doing what maybe even own my own place. Oh my God, who would have thought? Like, but then I was like, I feel like Sedona is probably way inundated. Sedona and New Orleans, I feel, are probably way inundated, but that's probably me just like shooting myself down before I even get started. But I actually, one of my best friends, one of my besties, she used to live there. And she, oh my God, she actually got involved with the people who, did you see that, that documentary on Netflix about twin flames called Escaping Twin Flames? No, I agree. That whole thing with mediums shouldn't converse, so they'll steal from each other is really. I've never heard that. That they'll steal from each other? What are we going to steal? No one who is being honest and wants to nurture their gifts and others have to worry about that. Oh yeah, totally. No, I feel your energy and it's good. You did, yeah. Everyone, I feel like everyone saw that documentary. It was so funny that the day it came out. So I know those people indirectly. I know them through my best one of my best girlfriends. She used to live. You're here, Christy. She used to live in Sedona, and she knew that girl Emily, and she told me about all this crap last summer. I was hanging out at her place, and she was like, "Do people on your channel ever talk about twin flames?" I'm like, "All the time." Oh my God. She was like, I have a friend, my ex-roommate, like, has started a cult, like, and her name is Emily. I'm like, oh, she's like, have you heard of these people? And she showed me their YouTube, and I was like, no. And they have, like, legit, they have, like, 23,000 people, which isn't that impressive. It's impressive, but not that impressive for the scope, I guess. Maybe 50,000. Anyway, I go home, I go along my merry way, we live our lives. 3 months later, my roommate comes to me, and he's just like, have you seen this? There's this new documentary on Netflix that we need to watch. It's called Escaping Twin Flames. I'm like, okay, cool. So we start watching it, and I notice her name's Emily. I'm like, and they're from Sedona. I'm like, so I quickly call my friend. I'm like, girl, is this them? She's like, wait, there's a documentary out about them? I'm like, yeah, girl. Like, it just came out. That was them. She used to know this person before they started their cult. Like, she left Sedona after Emily had started the cult with her boyfriend. She knew Emily back when Emily was, like, a punk rocker, like, living in a garage, not wearing Chanel. Now she's the head of the cult. Hella crazy. I have no clue what we could steal if we were honest people. Yeah, what would we even steal? I don't understand exactly. I don't know where you are in the States, but at times I felt like we were semi-close statewide. I don't feel it lately, though, so I don't know if you're moved or what. I'm in Kansas City. Cold stuff can get terrifying swiftly. Oh, absolutely, especially where you're at, I'm sure. I'm in San Francisco. I'm in San Francisco. I'm just a little, well, just a little south of San Francisco, like 20-minute drive. Short drives away from San Francisco. Yeah, that is my town, my hometown. Have I been close to you? I used to live in Chicago years and years ago. I lived in Chicago for like 2 years, my early 30s. But that was long before I had my channel. I, maybe because I talk about Chicago sometimes. That's really crazy, actually. I don't talk about it that often. Maybe you felt my energies. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't talk about it that often. Yeah, I did live there. Yeah, I did live there for about 2 years. Or maybe a year and a half. Love that city. Chicago's such a great city. People are so nice there. People actually, like, give a shit.
People, like, when they ask you how are you, they freaking mean it. They're nice. The food's hella good. California is very, very nice. California is divine. I love it here. Thought it was the accent and maybe a little bit of psychic stuffs. You think I do not have a Chicago accent. No way. I always used to make fun of, and I didn't make fun of the accent, but I thought the accent was a little cute. The Chicago accent. You got a bag? I almost just made fun of it just there. Like they would. I always remember they'd be like, "Oh, how are you today? Oh, would you like a bag?" Like when I'd be grocery shopping, a bag. I'm far more articulate than the West Coast. Yeah, that's because I went to UC Berkeley. I'm hella literate, yo. I'm hella literate, even though I grew up like in the hyphy movement, like going to Mac Dre shows and shit. Like that was my time. That was my time. Was like Mac Dre, and Too Short. Yeah, Keek the Sneak, Keek the Sneak. Yeah, no, that was my time. That was my time, and I lived it up. And we were ignorant as hell, and we were stupid, and we went dumb. And then during the day, I'd go to class at UC Berkeley and be hella smart and stuff. No, it was a good dichotomous life. It was grand old times, and made for me. Yeah, that's why I speak very eloquently. Thank you so much for your compliment. I appreciate that. You didn't say I speak eloquently, but you said that I sound far more articulate, and that means a lot to me. Because yeah, no, people on the West Coast are. We've got California's got like the shittiest educational system, as I'm sure you're aware of. You're ready to leave? Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of Chicago, Miss Christie's from Chicago. You're ready to leave? It's too noisy and cold, but the food is weird. It is too cold. It is very noisy. Granted, I lived like 28th, 38th floor, something absurd. Marina Towers, like bougie ass, like. It wasn't my place, it was my boyfriend's mom's. So, but even then it was noisy, so I can only imagine living on ground level in Chicago. Hell no. That's noisy. And it was so cold. I was always wrapped up. Although y'all know how to be cold, like as soon as I would walk into any place, it would be toasty as hell. Like when it's cold here, nobody turns on I mean, we turn on the heater, but like people are like, we don't know how to be cold. People don't know how to set up their homes for coldness as well. Like y'all have those little like opening areas in front of restaurants where you can walk in when it's like super snowy and windy and not be actually in the restaurant, but be like outside waiting for people. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's one way that you've learned to adapt to the cold that my people have not over here. You lived in Venice for work, etc. They're plenty smart, but not nearly so diction and word focused. Oh, like Venice Beach, California? The vestibule! The vestibule. That's the word. Yes, the vestibule. Yeah, they have those in France too. In most European countries, there's a vestibule. We don't got none here. Not these old rickety buildings. Venice Beach reminds me of the movie Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. Have you guys seen that? Please tell me you have. That's one of my tops. That's one of my favorite movies. So much fun. Remember they lived in Venice Beach. Venice bitch. Girl, I'm old too. You're probably the same age as me. I'm 38. It came out when I was a kid. I was gonna say, you're right. So many movies are filmed there. Yeah, but I don't know. I always think of Romeo and Michelle for some reason when I think of that. Older. Okay. We need to talk about it. 45. I'll be there in 7 years. It's all in the mind, girl. It's all in the mind. Someone was telling me, one of my really good friends, well, that's probably why, because he's one of my really good friends, but we were putting on songs that we liked, and I was playing him some Dua Lipa, and he was just like, see, like, this is where, like, you're young, and I'm, like, not. I'm like, why? Just because I listen to the radio when I'm driving to work in the morning? Like, nah, man. It's all in the mind. You're going, yes, go to LA or Vegas. I recommend LA, girl, over Vegas. Oh, Christy, that's so sweet. Thank you. Honestly, I was looking at pictures of me when my mom sent me a photo of me, my senior year of high school. So I was 17. I know I was 17 because I had my nose piercing and I got my nose pierced when I was 17. And it was a high school picture. So it was I can show y'all. I should post it. Oh my God, on my Instagram. I was hella goth. And I had rat ass hair too. It was short. Anyway, I was looking at it and I was like, dang, I think I look better now than I did then. I did, although my makeup was like on fleek. I knew what I was doing. It was on point. My makeup game was pretty tight. Yeah, my mom sent me freshman year, sophomore year, and senior year. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was there for picture day junior year. I think I actually was gone for some reason. I think I was out that day for whatever reason. And I always made sure I made it for picture day. I remember my sophomore year. I do not drink that Fiji water, but you know what I do drink, girl? I drink hell of La Croix sodas. And La Croix, do you want to sponsor me? Please do. I drink enough of you on my channel. But no, the water around here is really, really good. It's from Hetch Hetchy Reservoir, and it tastes just like to me. Like you could do a blind taste test with Fiji or Avion and Hetch Hetchy, and I would be like I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. It's really like, and I'm a total water snob. Like I am really picky about the taste of water. Like I don't like nasty tap water. Like it has to be filtered. Like I love the taste of Avion water, Hetch Hetchy water. Like I've been drinking. Okay, here's the tea. So I realized this. I've been drinking water. I don't know why out of our refrigerator, and it tastes. I don't like the taste of it. It's really hard tasting. And I was like, wait, I live near Hetch Hetchy Dam now, or reservoir. So I just drank out of the tap for the first time from this house, like just 3 days ago, and oh my God, it tastes so clean and clear. I'm just like, this is what I'm doing from now on. This is my water from now on. Just straight out the tap. Ice Mountain. I haven't tried Ice Mountain water. Avion's my favorite. Avion water is just so good. Oh, that's a brave act in so many cities. To drink from the tap? I know. Not here, though. Not here. I don't like doing it in Paris. Yeah, it tastes not that good, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not crazy about it. And then you can, and that's why they sell like hella different types of water, mineral water in France. It all comes from France. All the best water, I feel, comes from France. The Alps or the Alps or whatever. They sell. I should take a picture of like the water aisle at a French grocery store. It's like crazy. The yogurt, the different types of yogurt they have, and the different types of water they have is crazy cool. They've got a selection. They love their yogurt. The tap water in Chicago, I don't trust the tap water in Chicago. Yep, the Alps got that got the good water. That glacial melt. I love wee yogurt. Yeah, yeah, it is French. It's by Danone. You know, most yogurt actually is French. Danone is a French company. Yeah, wee is like the Frenchest yogurt. Like that's what most French yogurt tastes like. It's like got that like creamy top that you kind of like. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's like a thicker creamy texture on top. Wee's hella good. It's a little more expensive than the other yogurts, but hella worth it. I was telling Scylla about Wee the other day or like a few months ago, and she was like, "Ooh, that yogurt sounds like so like decadent. Like it's pretty good." My favorite's coconut lemon meringue. Yeah, my favorite's coconut. I'm a coconut girl. I'm drinking coconut La Croix right now. My favorite's coconut, and the vanilla one is really good too. We can, so it's now an hour and 56 past the hour, which means, and we're all caught up. Chrissy, you want to do your reading over Instagram, right, hun? Oh, totally. Yeah, yeah. They're just like dairy masters. It goes beyond yogurt. It goes, yeah, it's also the cheese. Oh my God, the cheese like is so freaking good, girl. And the selection of cheese is crazy. The quality, excuse me, the quality of the food is so good. And it's kind of like food wars over there. I feel like you can't even sell bread unless it's hella effing good. And which means that a really delicious, crispy, warm baguette you can get till about 5 p.m. at the grocery store for €1. And it's called a demi sell. And it's like this, it's like a mini baguette they can just have with like a thing of soup or something. Oh my God, that's my favorite. And their butter is better. The butter is so good. I eat Irish butter here, like Kerrygold. But like just regular, oh, the milk everything. I don't mean to sound like that chick. That's just like that's been to France and this comes back and it's just like this is better and that's better. But it really is true. I'm not even a foodie, but like these little things, like the little basics are not only like way yummier, but are like 75% cheaper. Like I don't know what happened tonight, y'all. I went to the grocery store, spent $58, and I bring my own bags. I had one bag full of stuff and one thing of La Croix, which costs $2.50. That my La Croix is cheap. How does a bag of groceries amount to $55? That is why the French Revolution started. I'm sorry. But knowing that French is even better is yeah, I can't I've never been able to find French butter here. I'm sure I could find it like at Whole Paycheck or something. But or somewhere fancy, but or Molly Stone's or one of those like gourmet places. Maybe Aldi would have a French butter. But yeah, just like regular ass like the store's brand butter in France that's like €1 or something is so good. It's like just like perfectly salted, perfectly creamy, good for cooking, like the best for cooking with, like schmoing around your veggies, like chef's kiss. I give it 5 stars. You said that last week about the French Revolution. Like, yeah, isn't this what? Like, yeah, exactly. Was your grocery bill high too? It's just like this is like I went grocery shopping 3 days ago, and I thought I bought a week's worth of groceries. We did a doodle with different politicians saying "Let them eat cake," which is I know is misquote, but it's still funny. It's still funny, and it's still symbolic of what was represented. And yeah, it's like which is funny. I bought some cake for me to eat. I bought a slice of cake for dessert tonight from me. I'm excited about that. Some delicious white cakes. Yum yum. Yummy yummy vanilla. I love vanilla. Yeah, I love vanilla desserts and yummy things. Yeah, no, expensive food was what started the French Revolution. It is true. People weren't able to eat, well, beyond expensive food, people weren't able to eat that. I think that's why their food prices are so low, because they're afraid of another revolution. They're on the brink of another revolution every 5 minutes, so they're just like, nope, not happening, nope. Yeah, they keep their food prices real fair, real low. I never like going to the grocery store low gives me like low key anxiety a little bit every time I have to go because it's like, oh, I have to, really be strategic here. But it's not as bad, I feel, in other countries. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Overgeneralizing. Um so all right, looks like we have hit the 2 hour mark, but I did say that we would play a game for the chance to win another reading. If we have 2 people in here interested in playing a game for the chance to win another reading, I'll do that. I'll indulge y'all. We can play a game for the chance to win a reading if you're interested. If not, then I'm gonna move over to Instagram and do Christy's reading. She made a donation earlier. Well, last month the German farmers took a stand, so I imagine something is going on. The German farm. Oh, in Germany? I didn't hear about that. I didn't read about that. When you said the German farmers, for some reason I don't know why my mind went to Amish farmers, but there's a big, like, people are really into going to Amish farms and buying unpasteurized butter, cheese, milk. There's a big movement with that, like, especially like with like chicks that are into zero body fat keto stuff on TikTok. And I mean, even if it's not like whatever, I don't. Hey, I'm a chick that's into zero body fat. So I get it. Too, like it's fine. However you do it, that's how whatever you're into. That whatever, that's fine. And however you want to present yourself, however you want to look, that's cool. I'm not like knocking anyone for that, but it's the fact that they're buying stuff that's unpasteurized. That can't be good. That can't be good, yo. And although I'll tell you what, I was told by someone that they don't actually pasteurize in France. I was told that that's why things taste better because they don't pasteurize. I thought it was because they made their animals happier. Oh, right on. Right on. So the German farmers stood up to the man. They were just like, nah, we need to stand up and organize. We need to get up and organize. Good for them. Right on. I love Germany. I love the German people. They have they have a legit culture. I've only ever been to Berlin, but the few times I've been heaven. Ooh, bars. Whoa. I just watched my candle go out. Maybe that's a sign that it's time for me to sign off tonight. Looks like no one's interested in a game. I'm gonna do a last call for all donations, like I always do. I'll give y'all a few minutes. If there's any stragglers. Any stragglers. My extremely organized brother did school in Spain, mainly Madrid, and he'd go to Germany on the weekends to enjoy a sane schedule. What do you mean to enjoy a sane schedule? I don't quite understand that. Would he party? Or just like... Oh, to not party, because Spain is so loosey-goosey. Kendra! How you doing, girl? Good evening! Ian likes siesta and the night skewed schedule of Spain. Yeah, it's a little too loosey-goosey. All right, girl, for sure, Miss Kendra. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, Spain is wildly culturally different. So culturally different from Germany. Totally. It's really funny. There's this one really funny comedian on YouTube, and her dad is Italian and her mom is German, and she does impressions of both of them. And just like how different their cultures are, it just makes me laugh. It's so funny. Oh, thank you, Kendra. Thank you, girl. Please go ahead and post your question in the chat. Thank you. Oops. So just out of curiosity, can I get more insight on the love interest you see coming in my life? Oh, thank you. I am well. And I'm curious too. What's up with this? I got this weird feeling. I had a feeling you'd come back. I had a feeling I was gonna see you. And I did see you, like 20 minutes later. And I was like, I thought that you were gonna come to me and say, hey, I've met a dude. But that also tells me, oh, hey, kitty cat. My cat's being real cute. That also tells me that I think your guides might have brought you to me. to see what's coming towards you. So I think that would be a good question. It's kind of just like, what's, do you mind if we just ask it that way? What's coming towards you romantically? Like, I saw a dude. I told you he was a white brunette dude, and you have not met. Okay, angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra romantically? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Kendra in love? The Star, Eight of Wands reversed, Nine of Swords, the Hanged Man reversed, and Three of Wands reversed. So that is telling me, I feel like there is, with the Star, La Estrella, I feel like there's definitely something on the horizon, but it's definitely nothing that you're gonna want to wait around for. Or maybe I have but just haven't paid attention. No, I don't think this is someone who you've shared your light with. I feel like this is someone who is gonna come around. I feel like the end of summer. Is that what I said to you last time? Because that's what I feel. I feel like there's gonna be an end of summer romance. So it's nothing to quote unquote hold your breath for, with the Three of Wands reverse and the Eight of Wands reverse. And nothing to be overly concerned with the Nine of Swords. It's definitely someone who you have not seen, you have not met. This is someone who you haven't laid eyes on, with the Hangman reversed. And definitely someone, I feel like there's a lot of potential for you with this, whoever this next person is. Whoever your next person is not gonna, like, it's not, you're not in, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not into like short-term flings or anything like that. You're into living your best life on your own, doing and doing what you need to do to be as successful as possible. In the meantime, if a man comes along, that's wonderful, but he has to be 100% in it to win it. Am I correct? I feel like that's, and that's the energy I feel, is like this guy is going to really be a winner. Could also be an Aquarius with the Star energy. And I didn't feel like you were concerned. No, bring someone in my life, but I want them to add value to my life because I'm valuable. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And they need to, actually add value and not just be, someone who plans on like just, flying into your life and flying on out and not being there for an extended amount of time, Oh, Kendra's hella valuable. She's worth it. She's L'Oreal. She's worth it. And if he's just gonna burden and stress me, I don't want him. I don't have time for that. Yeah, no, there ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that at all. Least of all you, Kendra. Least of all you do not have time for some guy that's exactly what I'm saying here, is like whatever dude I feel comes into your sphere between now and the end of this summer. If some guy does, like, just take it with a grain of salt. I feel like you're gonna know when this guy comes into your life. L'Oreal girl, because you're worth it. You're worth it. I got to say to someone actually the other day, I met this girl and we were just like, but aren't you wearing makeup? And she was just like, no, girl, I'm not. And we're like, wait, shut up. Like, you're wearing lipstick. And she just had like naturally pink lips. She's like, no, I'm not wearing lipstick. We're like, and I'm like, aren't you wearing mascara? She's just like, no, I'm not. I'm not even wearing, I'm wearing eyeliner. That's it. And I was just like, wow, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Hello, Disclout. Welcome. I hope he's worth my time. He will be worth your time. That's what I'm, it's not what I'm thinking. It's what I'm seeing is that this guy's only going to be worth your time. It's not going to be anyone unworthy of your time here. It's going to be someone of substance, someone who's going to be committed and consistent with you, who's going to add to your life. Yeah. They're going to add to your life and not take from any, not going to take any or deplete any energies from you. They're going to flow, and it's going to be like a nice even flow back and forth. Is the cards after the star? Yeah, the cards after the star are telling me that it's someone that you haven't met, and it's not going to happen super fast. That's what the three of wands is impatience. 8 of wands reversed is things happening in a slower amount of time. 9 of swords is a little concerning, but to me it's telling me like don't fret, it's all good. Like you don't need to have like your eyes peeled constantly. The hangman reversed is telling me that this is someone who you haven't met. Yeah, no, girl, I feel you. Yeah, no, the rest of the cards they're not as pretty as the star. I understand. I totally get you. Girl, I got a t-shirt with the star on it. This is a good-ass card. This is my favorite card, actually, in the entire deck. But, yeah, no, you'll be good. You'll be good. I just see these are delayals. Delayments. Isn't that a word? I went to school for words. Delayments in it happening. That's why I keep on thinking late summer. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the 9 of swords. I was like, oh, his boyfriend. Yeah, no, he better not. And if you do feel any stress from this guy, I say kick him to the curb. Well, I mean, it depends on how deeply you end up falling, for him, etc., etc. But we don't need anyone causing us stress. No guys causing us stress in our lives. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. Speed bumps easier than struggling. True words. And Kendra does not fall easily. No. Takes a lot to win her heart. Absolutely. So yeah, no, these are not necessarily the 9 of swords. Yeah, a little bit worrisome, but we'll be only because it's the worry card. But we'll be fine with that. But these are just delayal cards. I don't know if it's delayment or delayal. Money is your boyfriend right now. Right on. I love that. Money is my boyfriend right now. Is that a song? That's good. Ooh, money, are y'all poly? That's funny. That was funny. That was fast too. Wow. Yeah, I want to get in on that. Are you guys y'all together? Y'all are exclusive? Oh, damn. I can't get in on that shit. That's so funny. Money is my boyfriend. Okay, Kendra. Well, we'll respect that in our own way. Yeah, no, and then the hangman reverse is, to me, it's someone, you haven't seen before. He's not wearing a mask or anything, but it's all about vision and perspective with the hangman reversed, and I just feel like it's going to be someone who, yes, you have not met him, because you did say that too. He got cousins though. Oh yeah, I know. I was going to say, I think I've met his cousin. I think I've met his dad. I think I've met some of his brothers too. I think I've met some of his extended family. Money. You know, when I was a kid, I used to play with coins. Like they were, okay, the quarter was like the grandpa, and the dime was the mom, and the nickel was the dad, and the pennies were the babies. And I used to play with coins like they were family. Okay, I was weird, man. I used to play with like little like friends. Okay, I wasn't by myself playing this game, but like, okay, maybe I was sometimes. But that was one of the games I used to play when I was a kid. Kind of weird. How did I even come up with that? Anyway, so yeah, no, I think I've met some of his extended family. Yeah, I think you're good. I know you're good, Kendra. I know you're good, and I feel just keep your lookout. Keep on the lookout for a white dude who's brunette. I had a dream last night that I won something on the scratchers, so I got a scratcher today. I'll definitely keep on the lookout. The girl, another reader told me she saw me having a booth thing by the end of the year. Yeah, not my focus, but cute, I guess. Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun, but it's like it's not top priority. At least, you know, it probably should be for someone my age at 38. I'm 38 now, bro. I think that's interesting. I wish I'd have done that. It would change how I think dysfunction centric about moolah. Yeah, well, I had some funny. I never played with dollar bills like that, but um, yeah, you know, like you save like a bunch of change in like your jar, and before you take it to the bank, like because I would save like all my change, and like I'd have like a little like thing, like a jar of change, and before I take it to the bank, you didn't need that many coins to play either, so. But money is dysfunctional in a lot of ways. But anyway. So another reader said, okay, yeah, I feel like I feel it happening around autumn. You always gotta save your change. Hello. Yeah, you treat your money how you want it to treat you. Exactly. Like, why would anyone not save their change? I use my change in transactions if I'm doing like, because, for example, gas is cheaper if you pay in cash. So I'll pay in cash oftentimes. Like, paid with a little bit of change last night, you know. Change is useful. Yeah, you have to keep it around. And how else would you scratch your scratchers? You didn't have a coin to scratch it with. That actually, you know what? I am all for that, Marcy. Money manifestation songs. I have, did you know that one rapper, her name's, I don't know how you pronounce her name, but it's like Likely 47 or something, or Likely 48. It's like money. I got money. Ooh, money. I got money. That's my song whenever I like make a little bit of money. Isn't that song the best? I love that song. I love her. So whenever I whenever I have like an extra $5 or whatever, I bang that song. I'm sure you've heard that song. I blast that song whenever I get like an extra £5 or something. Yes, Mint by Queen Herbie. Absolutely. That one's good too. Yes, yes. She's got another good money song too. Oh, Check. If you want the best, you gotta have the check. If you want the best, gotta get a check. Money Mantra by Moonlight Scorpio. Ooh, Money Worships Me by Tony Jones. Oh, I gotta take a picture of this so I have some more money songs. Yes. Good songs to rock out to when you are manifesting some extra dough. Yeah, I had a dream last night that. So I do scratchers sometimes from time to time. I'm a Queen fan, but I'm writing down the others. Yeah, I took a picture of the others, so I'm not familiar with the other ones. Yeah, I had a dream last night that I won big on the scratchers, so we'll see. I've got my scratcher next to my money toad in Chinatown. They sell these little money frogs where you put a little I Ching coin in its mouth. And I keep that on Tony Jones. I'm not familiar with Tony Jones. I've got to check out Tony Jones.
All my life I had to hustle, had to work like Kobe just to shine like a Russell, and it's fun. Oh, I forget how it goes. In the club. Oh my god. I used to know all the words. Good ass song. Oh, then I've definitely got to check her out. Tony Jones. If she's helped you when you felt low, it's good to listen. Yes, that's another good one. Yes, Lucky. You have a new I Ching deck that you've been attempting to work with. I've had this Loteria. Well, it's Lenormand / Loteria deck that I've been studying for like embarrassingly like 6 months now, and I keep on saying when I first got this deck I was like, yeah, I'm gonna start giving Lenormand readings in the next 3 months or so. Nope, I still don't feel comfortable, but you know what it is, I need to just start giving Lenormand readings, just do like random Lenormand times and just test the waters, and see how comfortable I am with it. It can't be that much farther off from the regular tarot that I'm very adept with. I didn't know I Ching was a deck. I thought it was just the coin. And then you like write down like little like dots and like it's almost like Morse code, like little lines and dots and such. Well, it's not a different language. It's in English, but Lenormand is the French deck, and then Loteria is Mexican, but it's Mexican bingo. But every card actually has a meaning behind it. It's more of a bingo game. Like I that's what I play with my scratchers. They have a Loteria scratcher. I love it. And it has all the little, and I kept on seeing the frog, La Rana. I think it's La Rana in Spanish is the frog, and the frog means money if I'm not mistaken. So I was like, okay, I gotta buy a scratcher, and I go grocery shopping. Oh well, thank you, Christy, that you like my singing. Um, yeah, my first deck ever was a Lenormand, but for example, standard pip decks, and I struggled. What's a standard pip deck? I Ching is Chinese. Um, Fortune telling. It uses a coin that has a if you want to wait like half a minute, I'll go grab one. I have one. No, it's all the way upstairs, but if you really wanted to wait like a second, I'll go grab it, but it's just a circle and it has a square. It's really small. It's like smaller than a dime, and it has a square in the center. And like depending on how you, I think that's how it's done. I don't know. That's how my friend did it for me, but I'm sure there's different ways of doing I Ching as well. I know readers provide it a lot online. I've seen that happen. Yeah, my friend did one on me. I simply asked if I was on the right path, and the answer was yes. So I was happy to hear that. So I Ching is done sort of like graphing, yes, but the deck offers some of the standard symbols and can be read similarly. The best I can do so far is if I stack the cards vertically. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, that's where I'm having the issue with the Lenormand / Loteria deck. Is I think I've learned like I told you I had a dream about the frog card and I knew its meaning in my dream. Money. I got money. Like I knew the meaning. I pull a card for myself every day. I know the meanings of the cards at this point. It's just I don't know how to read them in succession. Like her. Let me show you some cards, you guys. So this is my Loteria Lenormand deck. It's hella cute. Like I pulled the gentleman. Was my card for today, which means that I'm supposed to meet a dude. I think that's what it's supposed to mean. But we have like cards like the gentleman. We have cards like the bell, which means there's an announcement coming. The clover, which is good luck. I guess this to me would mean that there's probably someone coming into one's life and it's going to be bringing a lot of good fortune. But I don't know, like, in which way should I do a Celtic cross? Like, I don't really know. You know what I mean? That actually, pulling those 3 cards actually made me feel really comfortable. I was like, well, I actually know these cards better than I did. That meant
there is a future engagement. I wasn't reading for anyone, but like just like in general, I would see that as a future engagement for sure. Or like future like serious love. Does that make sense? So it's more like each card, and those three cards, like actually the bell is Loteria, but the gentleman is Lenormand, and the clover is also Lenormand. But this deck is a blend of two. It's just it was just blend. I don't know the artist. I found them on Etsy. They did the Blythe deck, the other Dolly deck that I have. They did this one, and they just felt compelled to blend the both of them, and I like it. I feel like they're very similar. But yeah, I haven't offered it yet. Anyway, so yeah. All very interesting stuff. All very interesting stuff. I'll be comfortable soon. I have to do it. Anyway, I'm going to do one last call for donations. And then... Oh, yeah, I won't be on tomorrow night. You're so welcome, Kendra. You are very welcome. And thank you for your donation. I hope I brought you a bit of clarity this evening. Yeah, last call. I won't be on tomorrow night. I've got work tomorrow. Late. I will be on Friday. Yeah. Last call. Thank you for being here, Marcy. Hope I brought you clarity too, love, with your reading. Vijay, if you would like a reading, all my donation information can be found at the top of the chat. We're doing last call for all donations. Free readings end within the first 2 hours. If you're looking for a free reading. It is within the first 2 hours. Like, I'm sure Marcy can tell you. I gave her a free reading. We play games within like when we don't have donations, and if we have all donations, we still play a reading if it's after 2 hours. But we already did the game. But come back, hit the notification bell. We usually play the game for the chance to win a free reading within the first like 20 minutes usually of the live stream. So definitely like be here when I first go on. You'll have a much better chance of winning a free reading. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I should probably edit the title actually after 2 hours. I should probably just remove the free. But yeah, after 2 hours we don't do games. But hit the notification bell, and then you'll know every time I go live. And yeah. No, sorry, that wouldn't be fair to everyone else. That would not be fair. Totally. Yeah, no, that came through loud and clear, Marcy. Yeah, it really did. And because you know the cards and you read them as well, I'm sure it it resonated. Yeah. Yeah, Vijay, you should definitely click the notification bell. Like it's I'm not to toot my own horn, but I see a lot of free readers, they'll just pull one card and be like yes or no or something. Like, you get a thorough reading from me. Like, it's as if you paid for it. It's no different. So it's worth it, I feel. Yeah. Come back again. We'd love to see you. All right, so it has been 3 minutes. I'm going to call it a night, and I'm going to move on over to Instagram, where I owe Christy a few readings. Thank you all so much for being here, and I'll be back on, like I said,